Hey guys, my name is Willboom. I just wanted to make this video and talk about something that I've been following a little bit lately. So to kind of give some background to this, there's this guy that his father is dealing with some health issues and they don't have a lot of money. So they're using this collection of Legos that they have to kind of get some of that money to help with his father's hospital expenses. What they did was they had this store called Bricks and MiniFigs that they had signed a consignment with, and in that consignment it was saying that they can hold the products and that when they sell the products they would get a percentage and the people that gave them the Legos would get a percentage. Over time, this was shown that this was one of the largest Star Wars Lego collections, and so I think this caught the attention of the Bricks and Minifig CEO. Soon after, they seized the store from these independent owners, and they said that they would, take the consignments, everything would come to them, and, that everything would be fine. Well, they lied and said that they don't do consignments. When the people tried to confront them about I would like my sets back, they said those aren't yours. Basically, this guy asked for help from this YouTuber named Reckless Ben, or Ben Schneider. So Ben goes in and asks, "Hey, I'd like my Lego sets back," and they basically just don't even tell him anything, and they say, "Get out of our store." So fast forward, they say that they don't do consignment deals, that they never took over any consignment deals, which is a lie, because in another part of Ben's video, he has shown that the company actually does do consignment deals. So that's not true. And so throughout the entirety of this video that's being shown, it's basically these people just trying their best to not give any of these Legos back to the original owners, or even to Ben, who the owner of the Legos has been you can get them back to whatever it might be. They go through this whole ordeal back and forth. They do one thing, he does another thing, whatever. It eventually ends up with Ben being able to do a multi-lawsuit towards the store to get some of the money back for the Legos. They win the lawsuit, and the store closes. They close the store, so that way they don't have to pay the lawsuit. And then into part two, he's going to sue the people. There's two store owners. He's going to sue the two store owners. But to do that, he has to do, I think it's like a good faith discussion about trying to get this stuff handled. And then after that, if they don't have that, then he has to serve them papers, and then they can go to court. So he's able to get one where he tried to have a good faith conversation, and the guy just completely ignores him, just calls the cops on him. And the second one, the cops were already at the house because he had stopped by the CEO's building, which might have been a mistake, to be honest, beforehand. But he stopped by the building first to talk to them, and then they called the owner to warn them that he's in town. And I forgot to mention this, the original place takes over in Salem, Oregon. Now they're in American Fork, Utah. And so the second guy is just basically repeatedly calling the police and just saying that, this guy is threatening me, he's stalking me, he wants to kill me. That's what the police are saying. In actuality, he was saying that he was going to kill Ben. And the police are just taking this guy's side. And it's crazy because it's the guy is not being rational. There was recently footage where someone hacked into the police data center or whatever, and they were able to unredact some of the videos that the police had. And in those videos, the guy is just calling him a liar with no proof, no anything, and the police are just taking it as gospel. They're it's just it's the truth, by God. Even though Ben has these factual legal things that he's trying to show them, they're just going against him. The guy said that he had heroin in his car. They conducted a 3-hour search on him, even though they had no proof that he did, and he didn't. They did illegal traffic stops. They did all these things, and these people are just trying to find every single way to scare him away from having to do this lawsuit. So he tried to serve papers to them. He says that the papers are fake. The cop says the papers are fake. They're not fake. They're real papers. They're real serving papers. And so he won't accept them. And Ben can't give them to the guy because the guy has trespassed Ben from his property. So Ben can't even go on the property himself to give him the serving papers. He's been trespassed before he even got a chance to step on his lawn. That's like, he was trespassed before they even met. So Ben is trying to figure out a way to give this guy his papers that apparently are fake by the guy. One of the cops comes up to Ben's car and was like, oh, I'll just give the papers to him. And in the redacted footage, it shows the guy basically bringing the papers over to him. All the police officer has to do is, you were served. That's it. But instead, he just kind of looks at the paper. He doesn't hand it to the guy. He like almost is like trying to tell the guy not to take the papers. Because at one point, the guy is saying, oh, let me take can I take like a peek at the papers? I want to take like, just trying to be like a little sneaky or whatever. He's like, I want to take a little peek. And like the cop then says, no, I don't think you should do that. He's advising the guy not to get served is basically what's happening. They fast forward, Ben then tries to do a GoFundMe because he's like, okay, if we can't get the money back from these guys, we're just gonna have a GoFundMe. We can give the money to that guy, and then I'll buy the Legos from him, and then I'll deal with it personally. That way, he doesn't need to deal with this anymore, and I can just handle this. The police try to stop the GoFundMe as fast as possible. They arrest a couple of the people with no reason really. And then while this is happening, not even I don't know, it was a few hours later, the police come to Ben's Airbnb where they're staying and raid the Airbnb. Get this, because they think he stole the Legos, because the guy that stole the Legos is saying that he stole the Legos, and they raided the house. So they raid the house, search for a few hours, there's nothing, obviously, and then they continue to arrest Ben and a few of his other associates. They arrest him, and the police are trying to make it so that he can't have bail. So they arrest him. He's in jail for 12 to 13 hours. Judge decides, oh yeah, he can have bail. So he gets bailed out. I think he's in Mexico or something right now, because a few days later, the police had another warrant, a warrant for his arrest or something like that, with no bail again, which doesn't make much sense, because why would they give him bail, let him get bailed out, and then arrest him again? For what? How is that possible? He paid the money. He didn't do anything, and they want to put him back in jail. How do you pay someone money, wait, and then they're trying to tell you that they're going to just put you back in jail anyways? I don't really know how that makes sense. Maybe someone else, maybe there's a reason. But basically what started as a mild to medium, civil matter of stolen Legos from this, store, escalated into the CEO also trying to cover it up, into the American Fork, Utah police conspiring with these people as well to cover up whatever is going on. And I would highly recommend watching his YouTube videos. They obviously explain a lot in a lot more detail than I have. I just wanted to kind of give us a summary of what's going on, because it's actually insane. It's something that I thought was just gonna be a simple thing has escalated into such a big thing that it makes almost zero sense why it's happening. And I think honestly, it blows my mind. It blows my mind that these people are able to get away with doing illegal things through loopholes, and the police are backing it. Anyways, I would highly recommend I'm going to leave the link to his channel below. I think he has 2 parts out right now, and a few other background things that kind of delve into some of the stuff that's been going on with the whole situation. I would highly recommend watching it. And I believe on his page, he also has a Patreon link to help donate to Brian Manziel's family, his dad, and helping them with their whole situation. So anyways, thanks you guys for watching the video. I hope it wasn't too sloppy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.